So this beautiful building on the north side of the Thames next to London Bridge is, I believe, Fishmongers Hall. And if it's the building I think it is, it used to be a fish market. And if it's the building I think it is, the fish would have been loaded in through these doors that face the Thames. And when it was converted from a fish market to, well, I believe it's now a firm of solicitors, I believe it took several years for the ground underneath it to thaw out. But we're here to have a look at the granite, which looks remarkably similar to the granite of London Bridge just next door. But have a look at the size of these phenocrysts here. Again, the phenocrysts they're feldspar mineral. And sorry, to give you some idea, I'll put my hand in shot there. Look, see the size of that? It's half the size of my hand. It takes hundreds of thousands of years, possibly even millions of years, for a crystal to grow that size. The faster the crystal deforms, the smaller it forms. So if you've got something like a basalt that forms underwater, it's cooled instantly, and it forms a glass where you can't even see the crystals. So for crystals to form this large, you're talking hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years, for a crystal to form this large. That's why I seem obsessed by them. It's because it is an absolute miracle of nature that these beautiful crystals exist here. And the fact that they're on display for anybody to see as they walk past is just, I think, magnificent. They form part of this utterly magnificent building. Have a look at those arches. The entire building here appears to be constructed of solid granite. Well, if it was a fish market, actually, that's not such a bad choice, because granite doesn't weather badly with frost, which, of course, if you've got a fish market, the whole building will be full of ice, and it doesn't degrade with water. It's impermeable. The water doesn't get into it in the same way that it would with a Portland stone, or even worse, a brick. And therefore, actually, having a building constructed of granite, if you're going to use it for something that's wet and cold, is a really, really good idea. That's why old butcher's blocks and fishmongers blocks were very often made of granite. And there you go. I'm Paul, I'm the Down to Earth Geologist. Like and subscribe for more of this. Take care, folks.